Hi there, Librans. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm Astrogirl, and we're looking at April 27 through May 3rd. And this is one of those weeks when we have planetary activity in air signs, which is Gemini, and we have planetary activity in water sign, which is a full moon in Scorpio, your second house of self-esteem and self-worth on Sunday. And this is going to have some far-reaching consequences for you. Maybe not this weekend, maybe not next weekend, but over the next couple of weeks, you'll probably take a bit of a deep breath and work out how you can make your finances, your paycheck, your investments work better for you. So outward bound is Mercury. Mercury moves into Gemini this week, and he's there right through the middle of July, which is a very long stay, retrograding May 19 through June 11 in your ninth house of overseas travel, higher education, and spirituality. So if you've been thinking about going on an overseas trip, this is a time when you either go now and get it over and done with, or you tough it out while Mercury's retrograde. And as you know, whenever Mercury goes retrograde, Murphy's Law, whatever can go wrong will go wrong, is in full effect. And you will be in a planes, train, and automobile type situation. Or you wait until Mercury moves forward in mid-June. But it's really, really a kind of silly idea to travel when Mercury's retrograde. And 2 weeks, that 3 weeks of Mercury retrograde is normally just 3 weeks of just, cancellations and losing passports and losing your driver's license and losing luggage. And, you get to the hotel and there's a mistake and they put you in twin beds, just stuff like that. I have traveled while Mercury is retrograde, and I remember thinking, why did I do this? I'm an astrologer, and here I am with no bag. And, and when the bags did show up, there'd been a rainstorm, and the bags were sodden, and everything inside them was ruined. And it was really like painful because some of the stuff I really wanted. And I was like, that's on me. So I'm just saying to you, with Mercury out of phase in your long distance travel zone, it's really not a good idea to go and set off to exotic locales unless you're willing to really put up with a lot of inconvenience. Now, Mercury in Gemini has a very short attention span, so you may feel as if you cannot hear the same story ever again. You are one of those go-to people, Librans, where others like to come to you with their issues and bounce them off you and see what you think or what you would do. Now, if this is a story that you have heard many times before, you are going to be getting slightly sick of this. And you may find yourself even saying, I've heard this story X amount of times. The story doesn't change, and the answer doesn't change, and there's never a resolution to this. So, we're at an impasse, and it really is up to you, because I have given you my advice more than once, and rather than take it and listen to me because it's good advice, you ignore it, and then you come back to me to hear the same advice. And I think with that full moon in your second house of money and self-esteem this weekend, you could be finding that, you haven't been focusing enough on you and maybe the money situation and maybe looking after yourself. And so maybe it's a time for you to bring that back around, Librans, and really focus in on you and what you need to do for yourself and for your wallet and your bank account. Have a great week, great speaking to you, and I look forward to speaking to you again next week.